Hey, what's up guys? Card here with another video. So today we're gonna be doing some repainting some geese decoys that I got. So my buddy JD, you guys seen a bunch of videos. He hooked it up, gave me two of these super old goose decoys that are like super old. They're legit, all the colors gone. They're just like straight black. I'll show you guys those here in a bit. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to repaint those. So the past few weeks, a lot of the water's been frozen over, so it's kind of shut down my duck hunting. But this whole week and into this weekend, it's supposed to be like 40s and 50s. So a lot of the water's starting to unfreeze and open up again. So I'm definitely going to try to go hard this week in duck hunting because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do it with all the water freezing and getting cold. But my buddy, I think he's going to be coming down this weekend. So we're going to be doing some duck hunting and some pheasant hunting. But yeah, so today I think I might paint my tripod, my camera tripod and spotting scope tripod. And then I'm going to do my geese decoys. Yeah, it's only two of them, but I think just anything just throw out in the duck spread just help a little bit, you know. So yeah, I'll run out to the garage, show you guys those decoys, and then we're gonna run to Walmart and buy some spray paint and everything else we need. Okay, so our garage is a complete mess because you guys seen the video about 2 months ago. The place we were living at before got super flooded. Anyway, so we ended up moving into this place pretty quick, and we still got a lot of stuff in the garage because we don't really have the house set up yet. To be honest, we got a lot of furniture and just stuff like that in here. So it's really messy, but I'm gonna show you guys these decoys now. So this is what we're working with. As you guys can see, they are literally so old and just straight up black. And they got this little two rods connecting them, trying to keep them together. So I'm gonna end up cutting those off because I don't want that, but they are just ancient. They got no color to them at all. So we're going to try to fix that. Also, I'm going to re-rig my teal decoys. Alright guys, so we just made it back to the house. How I showed you guys earlier, those two geese decoys are connected by some like rods, some little metal rods with nuts on each side. Anyways, those things were rusted so much I couldn't actually get the nuts off, so I got these huge freaking bolt cutters. These must be Nathan's, my roommate's, these bolt cutters. Anyways, so I had to cut off as close as I could to each end, which I'll show you now. You could see I couldn't actually get in and cut the bolts off, but I just cut each piece of the metal off so it's super short. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet for getting those bolts off, but I'll worry about that later. Right now we're just going to get to painting. So anyways, so here's the four spray paints I got. So I got this flat white, and then this camo brown, this camo khaki, and this flat black. Yeah, so they were pretty cheap. I think it was like $3 or $4 a can of that, so it wasn't too bad. Anyways, I know our garage is a major mess. Like I said earlier, it's just still so much stuff in here from the flood. We just hadn't completely moved into the new place yet. Definitely need to do that and get some of that stuff out of here so we have room to do some stuff. But yeah, so I guess we'll get to painting. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so I think we're going to start off with painting the heads black. Yeah, so we're going to start off with painting the heads, just getting those all nice and black. Alright, so got the first one done. Let's let him sit over here and try to dry out a little bit. Grab the second one, start painting him up. And by no means, guys, am I any professional at duck or geese hunting or anything. My buddy gave me these, and I seen it as a good chance of getting some free decoys, cheap decoys. So I looked up a couple videos, the best way to paint them. So I'm kind of just I'm pretty much just copying what some of those guys are doing. So, yeah. But you just want to hit with a light paint. You don't want to just soak it. Alrighty, we'll let these dry a little bit. So the next step that I'd seen how to do is get your khaki or your tan, and just coat everything else and try to stay away from the neck. Obviously, it's all black, but yeah, so that's gonna be the next thing I do. I'll probably start in the back just to stay away from the front, try to let that dry a little bit. But yeah, we'll start that now. Alright, so he's got that base tan coat done on this first one. Should have let this set and dry. Might end up actually trying to get a second box. So let's keep rotating them inside and out to try to hopefully get them to dry a little bit better. Alright guys, so I just found another box so I can just have one goose in each box and just paint it and then throw it outside, let it dry while I paint the other one. Because it's not drying very quick in here because we're just in the garage and stuff. So yeah, got the second box and we'll start painting the tan khaki coat on this one. Alright guys, so I think the tan's all so I think the khaki / tan is all dry. So the main thing that you want with this is you want to get it in all the nooks and crannies, because like in here in these little creases, that's what's going to stay tan, because we're going to paint our brown over. So it's going to cover most of the wings, but then inside the little cracks and stuff, that's where your tan's going to sit to give that extra just little bit of flair and this color difference to it. So now we're going to start with the brown camo paint. What you want to do is you want to spray it from the front and just go back, so it just lays over the top of the feathers, but it doesn't get into these little cracks like what I was just saying. Yeah, so we'll start that now. Alright, so I think we just got this first one done with the brown, but I'm going to try to show you. I might have to open this door to get a little bit more light on here. But I'm trying to tell you guys about, you can see all the tan is in these lines now. I mean, some of this is brown, but there's just that little bit of tan on the edges in the line, especially on the side wings here. You can see it. This gives it really good, just a lot more flair and just look to it in general. Yeah, so that's why you want to hit it. I didn't do the brown very good right there. I'm going to try to do it better on the second one. But that's why you want to hit it from the front and just get it to just lay over the top instead of swiping back and forth and painting like all of it. Alright, so I'm definitely going to try to go lighter on the brown on this one and maybe hold it a little bit different, because the other one I kind of got too much brown and I didn't necessarily leave all the secondary tan in there like I wanted to, but just trial and error. Like, I've never done this before, so yeah, move on to this one now. So already just looking at this second one, I think looks a lot better than the first one. I left a lot more, I went a lot lighter on the brown. There's a lot more just tan in these little creases than there is on the first one. So I might see if I can somehow possibly redo it or fix that a little bit. But so I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the first one that I painted brown, I just redid that one. Put all that tan khaki back over the brown because I didn't like it. I'd used too much brown. It made it look not very good. It didn't give the detail that I wanted. The second one I did looks pretty good, so I'm going to keep going with that. But the first one I painted, I completely resprayed all that with the tan, and I'm just starting over. I'll show you guys that now. Yeah, so here's the one I just had resprayed with all the tan. Here's the second one we did. It looks pretty good right now. So anyways, I'm going to let that one dry there, just completely respray it, and we'll try giving that another brown spray and see how that works. So I just repainted that first one that I had messed up on, got all the brown on that. I think it looks decent. Anyway, so the last two things we're going to do, we're going to grab our black paint, and right just on the top of the feathers of the brown, we're just going to give it a little bit of black just to give it a little bit of a offset color. Just do it right here on the top though. Not off on the sides, just a little bit right here on the top. I'll do it on this one now. After you do that, just a little bit of top black. When you come to the tail, make the tail nice and black. And I'm putting a lot of paint on these tails here. So now we're about done. We're gonna grab our white, throw on the back end of it. Alright, so now you got your white paint. You just want to do this on the very back corner of the butt here. I'll show you. So just in this little section back here, I want to give him some white. Okay, I'll flip them over, start hitting this edge a little bit. So I just finished up the white around the butt there. And our last finishing touch, so you got to add the white like right on the cheek and the side of the head. So I'm going to go inside and grab a plate and a small little paintbrush that I bought earlier, and spray some of the spray paint on the plate. I'm just gonna grab it straight off the plate with the paintbrush and just paint it on there. Yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright, so now I got my tiny little garbage paintbrush. I went to Walmart. This is all they had. They did not have, they either had this little size or they had some like jumbo ones. I could not find a like medium to smaller size ones, because these are tiny and the other ones I could find were just huge. So this is what I'm stuck with. Might take a bit, but that's what we're gonna do. So I just got my cheap little paper plate and my white paint. I'm just gonna put it right on here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I got a big old white paint little spot, so I'm gonna take that and start painting the cheeks. And on this decoy in particular, you can see where the original white spot was at. There's a little bit of an outline, so it's pretty easy to see where I need to paint, but really making it tough with this brush. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish painting these little face shields, and I'll come back to you guys. Alrighty guys, so I just finished up the face. It was a little tough. I think it'll look fine, but it's not the best. That one's pretty good, but this one's a little bit tough. Anyways, overall, I think this came out great. It's obviously not the best paint job and stuff, but I'll show that film again, the before and after. I mean, those things were completely black and hadn't been touched in years when I first got them. Now, I mean, I'm gonna go use them as duck decoys this weekend, or geese decoys this weekend. Yeah, I honestly think they look awesome. They're not perfect, but they don't have to be. I think they look great. So if you guys ever want to try this, I mean, it cost me out $20 in supplies and spray paint, some little painting, and maybe an hour or so of my time. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy, and I think they look awesome. They look good. I'm pretty excited. So, and if you guys enjoyed watching this and like stuff that's more like DIY or projects like this, I'll drop a comment down below and let me know. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, it means a ton to me. I'm trying to grow, trying to get bigger. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you give the video a big like, and yeah, have a great day.